Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to do a couple more checks on the 6.0. So you can see we have the mirrors off, door panels over here. We have the old mirrors off, doing the swap to the Yeti motor mirrors. Yeti motor mirrors, that's a mouthful. But that video will probably have already been up well in advance. But what we're gonna do, because my grandpa's outside doing some stuff out there, some cleanup with one of our neighbors. I got a Skytrack for the weekend, but I'm gonna hook a battery charger to this thing, charge these batteries up because they're pretty dead. We're gonna charge these up. We're gonna do some checks, some different checks on the Scotttllee, the scanner, and check for sync here at the computer. So this is the computer for the truck, and the Ikson is back up under there. You can see it in there. We've been checking for Ikson sync, and after talking to a couple people, the truck shouldn't have Ikson sync until it starts. The sync that we need to be looking for is sync here at the computer. If the computer has sync and the Ikson doesn't, it could be a bad Ikson, or possibly the wiring between here and there, or maybe a bad computer, or if we have no sync here at the computer, it could be bad wiring between here and our cam sensor. We ruled out our crank sensor because we have RPM signal in the truck and on the scanner, so that tells us that our crank sensor is working, because if it didn't, we wouldn't have RPM showing. So this is a cam sensor side of things issue. And y'all know we did replace that pigtail, so if we don't have sync here, it's an issue somewhere in the wiring harness between our new pigtail and the computer, or possibly the computer itself. So battery charger, I think, is over here. I'm gonna hook the battery charger up, and we're gonna do some more checking on this old guy and see what we have before we move it out of here. So been talking to a guy that I met a couple years ago on one of the 10th gen forums, Noah Hammond. Noah, if you're watching this video, I appreciate your help, but we've been trying to diagnose this thing, and he's been giving me some pointers to check on different stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and hook the battery charger up and start charging these batteries. Alrighty, guys, got the battery charger hooked up to the 6.0 here, and man, I'm gonna tell y'all, I turned on the little power strip that's in power to our charger, and these LED lights are just fantastic. But anywho, let's get up in this thing. Not going to over there because it's all torn apart, but I'm gonna hop up in this thing. I'm gonna try to start it first, and if not, I'm gonna try to crank it and watch our Scotttllee. Sorry for the noise. I explained that a while ago, but that'll be in a different video. So I'm gonna try to roll this window up for y'all, but I'm gonna try to start it and see what it does. If not, we do have the Scottlllee hooked up, and I'll do some watching on there as well. So let's see what we got. Okay, so that's what we got there. So let's fire up the Scottlllee and take a look and see if I can find if we have sync or not. Alright, guys, so I have found sync on the Scottllee. We'll shut the key off briefly, turn it back on. Make sure this is running, and I'm gonna film it as well. I got the windows rolled up to try to quiet it down, but let's see what we got here. No sync. So I'm going to send this to Mr. Noah, and we will see if we can get some information here, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so what we did, we took the intake tube off, we took the thickum bracket off, and we unplugged our center connector here. So I did some research, and it showed that pin 43, which would be this bottom third pin right here, I got my fingernail in, and what I was showing was with our voltage meter here, if we test here on our battery, I ain't got no connection, but right there, you should have 12 volts at the battery. So what we should have been able to do is turn the key on, and from my understanding is put our negative here on our battery, and then the positive here on this bottom third pin from the left side over, and had him crank the engine over by hand on the alternator over there, and as it spins, as the engine spins over, we should have had 5 volts, 505050. So we did that, and we got nothing. So I believe where we're at here is we have a bad wire between our PCM and our sensor down there. So probably meaning that it's either in our connection where we spliced in the new wiring, or it's the wiring between there and here. So I talked to Noah, and that was the first thing that he had recommended doing, was order a new wiring harness. So I'm going to look for a new wiring harness, and I guess see what we can find, and if we can find one, might try to go ahead and order one. And also, me and him was talking about it, that might also fix our air conditioning issue with the AC clutch not engaging when it needs to, so in turn we don't get cold air. But anyway, I guess that's it. So like I said, I'm gonna do some searching for a wiring harness and see what we can come up with. So anyway guys, I guess that's where we're at. I'm gonna call around tomorrow, see if I can find a harness. Alright guys, so I guess that's where we're at. Tomorrow I'm gonna call around, see if I can find a harness at a Ford dealership, see if they have any, or if not, see if I can at least get a part number and search for one myself. But it's getting kind of late here on us. We got to go do a bunch of stuff, so we're not going to get the 300 in today. We can work on that tomorrow, get it in here, and start working on it. But I guess that's where we're at here with the 6.0. And also one more thing, guys, kind of with the 6.0 is, like the other day I made the video, the update with it in the 300. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pull the 300 out next, or pull the 300 in the shop next, try to figure out how to get the 6.0 out, and where to put it. As you can see, we're getting kind of full here. But we're going to try to get the 300 in next, get it finished. That way I can go ahead and start driving it while we tear into the 6.0 and try to get it figured out. I think that'll be the best thing to do, especially with chasing electrical issues, and don't really have the time to check every single wire or, whatever. So I think that's going to be the plan. And if I find a wiring harness, I'm going to have to order it anyway, and it might take a while. So it is what it is. I'd like to get the 300 finished anyway to be able to start driving it, because it does me no good just sitting up there in the driveway. So I think that's going to be the next step. Once we get the 300 done, try to get the red truck figured out, get it running and driving again, get it good, good and reliable, all that stuff, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, let's get back to the video. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be a wrap for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video or maybe found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope everybody has a great day. Hopefully, just hopefully, we can get this thing together here very soon, as well as the 300, and I can have several vehicles to drive. But hopefully this thing won't be down too much longer, and hopefully I can find a wiring harness. But anyway, guys, I will catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching.